Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to solve two sum. This is my first video, and I hope to help you out help you out with solving LeetCode sums daily and post videos every day. So yeah, the one advice that I would like to give you is that when you start doing LeetCode at first, it feels intimidating for you, but trust me, hang in there. It's completely alright to feel that way. When I started doing LeetCode 2 years back, it was very intimidating for me, and I was not able to, come up with a brute force sometimes, even for this sum as well. So it's alright. You just have to, just hang in there, believe in yourself, and keep doing. If you're not able to solve or get the brute force solution, just refer to online videos. There are a lot of resources online. You can go to YouTube, and you will get a lot of solutions. But just make sure that you get the right video, because there are many videos there in which they just tell you the solution. They don't explain why they're using that approach. That's the one mistake that I did. Whenever I was not able to solve a question, I refer to YouTube videos, and they just give me the solution. They don't explain the trade-offs like time complexity, space complexity, and why they're using that solution, why not other approach. So I was able to submit the solution, but when I came back to the same sum after a couple of weeks, I was not able to solve it on my own. Why? Because I didn't uh, understand the solution. That's what I realized after a long time. But yeah, please don't do that mistake. Uh, Even if it is feeling heavy for you, it's alright. Just take a pen and paper, go through the question, see what they're asking, try to do what they're asking. Don't just jump into the optimal solution. Sometimes getting to the brute force is all you need. Not sometimes, most of the time, get to the brute force first and then try to optimize it. That's the best way to approach a problem. And another thing is, it's totally fine to feel intimidating with the questions. I would suggest you to start with the easy sums. There are many patterns that you can follow, like blind 75, 150, lead code 150, or lead code 175, or lead code 250. But the best way, I would say, is start doing blind 75 easy sums. And this is one of the important sum which most of the company asks, even if it is very easy and direct, but still, because the recruiters, they look for how you approach a problem, not whether you are able to solve it or not. Are you able to get the brute force first, and why particularly that approach, and are you able to explain your solution? Can you back up your solution with time complexity and space complexity? All these trade-offs are very important. Please don't skip the complexity part. Big O notations are very important. Whenever I see this sum, it looks very easy for me right now, but trust me, 2 years back it was very difficult for me to get a brute force approach for this sum. When one of my friends suggested me to start doing lead code, and this was one of the sum that they asked me to solve, but I was not able to get a brute force approach. So I was very disappointed in myself and my skills. But yeah, I kept doing lead code consistently for 2 years, and now whenever I get a question, I try to solve it using pen and paper. That's a best way to write it down, see what they're asking, and whether you can do it visually. Don't just jump into the code part. And In the technical interview as well, they don't expect you to jump to the code directly. You have to first explain your approach, and the best thing to do is write it down, and see, try to get to the brute force first. During technical interview, one thing they are looking for is uh, whether you can ask clarifying questions or not. So try to ask as many questions as you can. If you have any doubts, they just give you the question. I've been in one, uh, so I've given technical interview for Amazon, and it went pretty well. So what they ask, they just give you the question, they just copy paste the question and nothing else, no constraint, no example, nothing. Then you need to ask, okay, can you give me one example to see how it works? How's the What is the expected output, and what are the constraints? Does my array, let's say you are talking about array, ask if the array, what should I return when my array is empty? What should I do when I have only one element in my array? Does my array contain duplicate elements? So this way, try to ask as many questions as you can. Make sure that you don't assume things on your own. So that's one more advice that I can give. And then again, you have to be consistent. Keep doing, keep solving lead code every single day consistently, and at some point, yeah, you'll figure out a pattern, and you will be able to solve hard questions on your own. And you just have to believe in yourself. That's all. That's all right. Even if you're doing starting now, it's not too late. Better late than never. So let's start with the sum today. This is an easy sum, and it has been asked by many companies. Let's see. So, given an array of integer nums and an integer target, return the indices of two numbers such that they add up to the target. So, it's pretty simple. First thing that came to my mind is use two for loops, nested for loops, and check for the target. For I in range of 10 of nums, for j in range of 1, or no, not 1, I to, I would say 2 I plus 1, because when I'm at 2, I'll start with 2 plus 1. So till len of num, and then I have to do len of nums minus 1. Okay. Now, if my nums of I plus nums of j is equal to target, then return I comma j. That's it. So you may assume that each input would have exactly one solution. So there is no case where there is no solution. So uh, the question itself says you can assume that there exists exactly one solution. You may not use the same element twice. Let's say here in example 2, I cannot do 2 plus 2 plus 2 goes to 6. Let's see. Let's dry run it. Very important to dry run your code. Is it in sorted order? Doesn't matter, I feel. Yeah, this is one of the questions you need to ask. Can I sort the array or no? But I don't think we need to solve it here. Let's just do it this way. When my I is at this position and my j is at this position, 2 plus 7 is equal to 9. I straight away return it. Return my I and j. Let's do it with another example. 2 comma 3 comma 2 comma 4, and my I is at 0. Oops. And my j is at one first position. Let's see. If nums 5 plus nums 1, no, it's not equal to target. J will move here. 3 plus 4, 7, not equal to target. Now we'll move I. J went out of bounds, so we'll move I. So Okay, j will start from I plus 1, so 2 plus 4 equals to 6. So we are going to return 1 and 2. Okay. I think this works. Let's submit and see. Let's run it. Okay, all the test cases are passed. The time complexity here is of n square and space is of 1. We're not using any extra space. So yeah, if you can see here, it beats 20%. It's not efficient. We can still optimize this code, but in terms of space it beats 87% because we are not using any extra space here. The question is, can you improve this? Yes, have you heard of hash maps? So what we can do here is, okay, before jumping into hash map, I would like to ask you one thing. The target is given to us. Whenever I'm at one number, at one position, let's say I'm at 2, what I need to look for here is 9 minus 2, it is 7. Is my 7 in my list or array? If I do have 7, that means yeah, I can get a number, I can get the sum 9. Then I can straight away return. So what I can do here is, let's see, for n in nums, I get the difference. Like I said, 9 minus difference is equal to the target minus n. If difference in my nums from, okay, I need the index. So what I would do is I comma n in enumerate of nums. So what this enumerate does is we can get the index as well as the number while traversing. Nums of I plus 1 to the end. Let's see. If my difference in the nums, that means I have n is my n is 2, 9 minus 2 is 7. If it is there, I just return the index. I can return I and comma nums dot, I think something like this, index of the difference, something like this I can do. But then again, this operation is again O of n, so O of n and O of n, which is O of n square here. Can we do it better than this? It's still not optimized. So now that you can try to look for the difference in the array. What is the one data structure that gives you the element in of one time? Hash map. So you need a hash map here. Hash map is a data structure where we store the elements in key value pair. So key and my value. So now we have to choose what would be my key and what would be my value. Okay, so what are we supposed to return here? Index. And what do we need here? We need a key, right? What I can do, same thing, same logic. If difference in my hash map, if my difference is in hash map, what is difference here? Difference is a number n, it's not index. If difference in hash map, then what do I return? Return my current index and hash map of my difference. So I'm planning to store my number and pair it with the index. So let's see. If it is not there, what do? I just put my hash map of my n and map it to the index, current index. So how this works is, I have 2, I have 7, I have 11, I have 15, and my target is let's start the traversing. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So first 0 comma 2 in enumerator of nums, difference is equal to target minus 2. So 9 minus 2 is 7. Currently I'll check if my 7 is in hash map. No. What do? Hash map contains 2 to index would be 0. Hash map shows something like this now. Next, when I go to 7, 1 comma 7 in enumerator of nums, difference is equal to 9 minus 7. With this position, 9 minus 7, which is 2. Is my 2 in hash map? Yes. I'm going to return I, which is 1, and a hash map of 2, which is 0. So there we go. So this approach is, we are just using one for loop, and we are visiting every element in the array at most once. So the solution is O of n. The time complexity is O of n, and space complexity is O of n as well, since we are using a hash map here. Let's get rid of this and let's run it. So let's see. Yep, there we go. All the test cases are passed. Let's submit it. This is pretty efficient, this approach. And there you go. We are able to solve it, and we are beating 100%. So yeah, this is the optimal solution for this question. So that's it for today. I hope to see you in my next video. If you guys enjoyed, please do like the video, share it, subscribe to my channel, and if you guys have any questions, you can drop it in the comment. We'll try to help you out with it. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till then, good night, good day, peace out, take care, bye bye.